NATO's first strategic concept for 11 years was often portrayed as a balancing act. For example, how to balance new threats with old ones, how to accommodate the interests of small countries and big ones. So, now that it's been signed, how is the concept seen?
In the interest of my country's point of view, all sensitivities have been taken into account and approached, and practically we are satisfied with strategic concept which was accepted.
The way the strategic concept has been worked out and prepared under the lead of the Secretary General, in this work the remarks, the proposals, the approach of the Belgian authorities has fully been taken into account.
And how does the concept approach new threats, ranging from cybersecurity to a rising number of failed states?
About new threats, it's not about the balance, it's about taking them seriously, especially new ones. And this is realized in the concept.
You can't really repair failed state by being there militarily forever. State building is something that requires security support, that's the military element of it. But it requires a lot of other things.
We have to be open to develop new technologies, new strategies towards, for instance, cybercriminality and new threats.
The decisions made at the Lisbon Summit will affect more than just NATO member countries. There are many non-NATO countries fighting in Afghanistan. How will the decisions made affect NATO's biggest ever operation there?
If you listen to the public debate in the media, it sounds like people are leaving all over the place. Not the case. Everyone is keen to stay in different ways. I mean, everyone is doing, we as well, are going to do the sort of transition from an independent combat role to more of mentoring and training and supporting and whatever.
In some places all over the world, things are happening which endanger the security and safety of our citizens in all member states of NATO.
You can't sort of stand up an army in a week. It takes quite some time. And I would put great emphasis on the quality of the training than the quantity.
NATO's last strategic concept was agreed by just 19 countries. This time there were 28 around the table. How did that affect the decision-making process?
I'm not so convinced that this was more difficult. I would like to underline the very strong willingness of the new member states of NATO, the 12 new member states of NATO, to really take part in the process.
It was very much concentrated, focused and perfectly performed.
That's in the new strategic concept for NATO to be able to plug and play with the European Union, with the UN, with regional security organization, with international financial institutions. So I think they go together rather well.
And finally, the Lisbon Summit was billed as the most important summit ever for the NATO alliance. So, now that it's finished, was it?
Each time we have important summits, this one was very important. The next can be even more important.